Wow. Wow. Guys, we've been watching this show for a very long time. A lot of people have, whether you've been reading the manga and watching the episodes, or you just been watching the anime or whatever. The point is that everybody that's been watching Naruto, just like if you've been watching shows like Bleach and One Piece, you have had a profound, longing relationship with these shows. You know, you've enjoyed them, you've watched them, you've read them, whatever, for a very long time. And there comes a point when, of course, the very climactic point of the show happens. You know, particularly with the main characters that you have been following throughout this journey. And that is where we have ran into. That's what we've ran into, whether you want to call it yesterday or today. These two episodes, the final battle and Naruto and Sasuke, episodes 476 and episodes 477. These motherfuckers put in that work. Now, Sasuke, I've always had a lot of different things to say about Sasuke. Okay? First of all, he's an Uchiha. I don't really want to go through all of it again. But I've talked about Sasuke several times and what I think about Sasuke. Now, I do like Sasuke. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't like this dude, okay? But at the same time, I feel like he doesn't have to put in nearly as much work as a lot of other motherfuckers have to put in that work. That's just me. I'm not saying that he doesn't put in work. I'm saying in equivalence to a lot of other people, he doesn't, and it's because Naruto has had to put in so much work ever since day one. So much work. He has put in overtime. Time and a half. He has put in all kinds of work. All kinds. And he has grown to where he is today. A putting in worketh motherfucker. And these two are showing down at the valley. At the waterfall. Where Hashirama and Madara fought. And they ensue on some epic shit. Naruto, oh my god. Sasuke, first of all, I got a problem with your ass. Bro, I mean, you're gonna go ahead and claim you want to cast off all the shit that's happened. So, basically, I want to be alone. I have to be alone. So I can be alone. So I can kick on the hatred alone. Shut the fuck up. My God. Shut up. This dude, like, and then, oh, no. And then he's sitting there talking about, oh, I'm a castaway. I'm a castaway of past memories. So Itachi don't mean shit, and all these other motherfuckers don't mean shit and everything. And this is what it really means to be Hokage. And you know what? The only thing that I kind of agree with him with, in a way, is that, like, Itachi at a point, I can agree with him like that. He was like, Itachi was kind of like more of a Hokage than, and honestly, when I thought about that, I was like, you know what? In a sense, yeah. I mean, because this dude literally took all the burden on himself and all this shit. But how are you gonna go ahead and commend him that shit and then fucking be like, you know, I'm gonna cast that nigga memory away? You know, like I understand. I understand, like, kind of where he's coming from, in a sense. But there's some aspects of what he says and the decision that he made ultimately at the end that is just wrong. You know, in the way that I see it. You know, like, he shouldn't. That should not be his reasoning for doing what he's gonna do. His reasoning shouldn't amount to that. You know, it really shouldn't. He was like, I'm not my brother, you know, and all this shit. Like, okay, yeah, we know you're not your brother. We know all the shit all that shit you've been through. We get that. You know, you want to go ahead and cut down Naruto because, you know, he's someone that's, I guess, your closest friend. Naruto wants to legitimately battle you and fight you and beat you because he's your friend. You know, like that's why he doesn't want to kill you, but you want to kill him. You know, just so you can feel alone and feel better about yourself for what you're trying to do. Man, shut the fuck up. Like, God. He was like, he was doing the fucking jutsu, yo. The shadow clone shit. He was like, that jutsu right there is a symbol of your weakness. It shows that you are alone. Yo, I mean, bro, we all know that, you know, Naruto, you know, what's the main theme about this shit? Both of them have basically experienced the same shit. They're both like, Naruto, he was alone from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have anybody. Whereas Sasuke, he had something and he lost it. You know, he had something to lose and he lost that shit and he's alone now. You know, Naruto, and even before, when they fought initially, that's what he told him. He was like, look, you don't know how this feels. Like, yeah, he's like, yes, you are alone, so you know how it feels to be alone, but you don't know how it feels to have something and it being taken from you. You don't know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's kind of that little difference between them. But come on, man. Sasuke. I'm just going on a little. Honestly, I'm just going a little rant here, just off the top of the dome, and the fuck. But I mean, I didn't even really talk about the fight like talking about. It's just the fight was dope. It's not even really over yet. I mean, majority of it seems like it was done in those 2 episodes. I mean, the way that it started with the taijutsu and shit, like, then he was sitting there putting their hands right together and shit, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing now, right now, yo? And the explosions. It was like, goddamn, the explosions were fucking, like, I felt like I was Toucan Sam. I was like, following my nose and shit. You know, motherfuckers were taking me all through the rainbow. I was like, goddamn, you know, like the strawberry, fucking mango, and goddamn green apple. Like, all this shit, yo, the fucking explosions were changing colors. They were changing color explosions. They were amazing explosions. And then, like, yo, And these motherfuckers, yo, they was transforming. They were Transformers. Yo, Naruto should have Yuji bombed the fuck out of that dude. Out of goddamn Sasuke. He fucking slammed him. He was like, well, are you gonna do it play defense? He slammed him like, yeah! And he was like, whoa! And then he had him dead to rights. But he didn't do it. If I was him, I would have been like, ah! And like this straight, yeah! It's like, shit on this nigga, yo! But that ain't Naruto though, man. He ain't trying to kill him. He ain't trying to kill your boy. But, yo. But I did like that shit, yo, how it was just like going. There was no music going on. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like I was watching some out there Jason Bourne and shit, yo. It's like, what? Like, yo, and it was just doing that for a minute. Doing it for a nice minute. Now, that shit, fast forward through all that shit. That shit, that was close to the end. When they were just, like, their chakra was spent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Naruto did have a reserve. It sounded like it, you know. He did have a reserve. With Kurama and shit. And, Sasuke, I guess, you know, he kind of sucked it out of him in a sense. So, you know, that's some shit right there, you know, on its own. But that point when they pretty much were just throwing punches at each other, like, like that scene right there, that was a powerful fucking scene, yo. Because these dudes, they were spent, they were all out of it, and they neither one of them wanted to give up. And then, you know what I'm saying, you heard the music behind it and shit, like that shit right there can make you grow some tears on alone. Because, I mean, these motherfuckers, they have so much of a background together, and the reason why they're fighting and what they're doing it for, whether you agree with it or not, for either side, like whether you agree with one person or more than the other person, whether you see them both as doing it legitimately for what their cause is, like, they, in a sense, they are so close. They're fucking brothers, and they're just going hard. They're going hard, man. Like, so much pain, so much suffering, so much, just everything is put in that you're just like, you know, God, stop. Like, give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are willing themselves to constantly fight. And then, of course, Sasuke pulls out the bitch move. In such a fucking beautiful scene, he pulls out the bitch move. I'm all about people being, like, there's certain guidelines to a fight. You know, I'm all for you being tricky. You know what I'm saying? All for you surprising a motherfucker. But you shouldn't, for a legitimate fight, you shouldn't take something that is not yours. And I understand in a fight there's no rules, but come on, man. Like, that shit, it just didn't play right with me. They're both just, doing all they can. I mean, there is hardly any strength in what they're doing and shit. Next thing you know, he's like, oh. He gives it that fucking punch to the gut, like, oh. And he's like, and all of a sudden he's taking this nigga's like reserve chakra. The fuck? Like, come on, man. Your shit is done. Your shit is done. And he's told you plenty of times before, he's not trying to kill you. Like, I think you just want to beat your dick off after you fucking killed Naruto. I think that maybe that's what it is, because you're going way too hard. He's told you countless amount of times he just wants to fight and beat you legitimately. He doesn't want to kill you. I can see if you were doing it because it was literally life and death, and this motherfucker was going to saute your ass if you died. But no, that's not the case. He's not trying to kill you. And you know that he's not trying to kill you. So don't fucking do it. Shit. But he did it anyways. That's how fucking gone he is. That's how fucking gone Sasuke is. I don't have a brother no more. I'm alone. Come on, man. You know what? I'm out of here. I'm out of here, man. But the episodes were dope. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've kind of infused it with certain things I was saying about Sasuke and how I feel about him and certain stuff like that. I do like Sasuke, man, but there's just elements about him that I'm just like, come on, man. Same thing with Sakura. It's like, come on, bitch. Like, come on, really. Naruto has always been a cool dude. He's always been a cool dude. Has he always been clumsy and all this shit? Sure, whatever. But he has earned every single fucking bit of respect and everything that he's had. Everything. There is not anything that he hasn't rightfully earned off of putting in work. Period. But, I don't know. I'm making this video a little bit too long, I guess. Let me get out of here, guys. Those 2 episodes were dope, though. Really enjoyed them. Just off the top of my head, I think... I think the previous fight that they had between each other was flashier. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, honestly. But just off of what I remember, I think it was a little bit more, you know, I would, like, I don't know, I guess I gotta say it again, a little bit more flashy. But I think overall, this fight, even though that fight did have, you know, a very kind of dramatic and emotional kind of touch to it, this one right here, even, and it's not even completely done yet. So far, it definitely had more of a emotional draw to it, especially with how they were going to the you know, the past tense and stuff, and that one scene I was talking about with them kind of like just constantly punching, and the camera was zooming in real slowly and shit like that. Like that shit was fucking awesome. Like that was probably my favorite scene of the whole thing. That shit was really good. And you know, I mean, it's and him and Kurama, you know, it's like I mean, come on, man, like it was done very well. I enjoyed both of these episodes, man. They were dope. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I guess you should know where that live reaction link is. Peace out.
Growing up, I was worthless, untalented, someone that is rather worthless. Something's wrong with my brain, a short circuit. Hopefully one day my dream and quirk will surface. In a world where heroes are born and worshipped. Heroes and villains fight to achieve their purpose. I daydream